What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, you're going to get them notifications. There's going to be some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about new hacker devices. Yes, new hacker devices and hacker devices that's out there, because a lot of people out there that needs to be aware of these type of devices and these type of things, because these tools are tools that a lot of scammers and hackers utilize to be able to steal certain information and hack certain things and get into certain things, databases, computers, phones, you name it. So today we're going to be learning about a new hacker tool called the code dot, and basically it's just like the Flipper Zero. It's a lot of different tools out there. So you got skimmers, you got the Flipper Zero, and now you got the code dot, and you got Raspberry Pis. There's a lot of different tools out there, hacking tools out there that a lot of people use, and just being aware and knowing about them will keep you safe, more cautious of what's going on out there, because a lot of people are using them, not even hackers, regular people, and these tools you can find on anywhere. So today we're gonna be talking about the code dot, this new hacker tool that's been released in the last couple months. That's almost better than the Flipper Zero. And with the code dot, you can do a lot of different things with the right coding. You can hack Wi-Fi, cell phones, getting open cell phones, jammers, all bots. You could do a lot with this device with its coded right. So that being said, let's get into what this new device is, the code dot.
All right, let's switch up to the top-down camera. All right, so here is Code Dot. They even gave me a cool little charging station, which obviously it's a little bootleg. You know, it's got some wires.
Shout out to Talking Sasquatch for the video. Fair use, analyze, reaction, and breaking down. No copyright. All right, so let's get back to it.
3D printed, but again, this is an engineering sample. Got a super cute little mascot with a little soldering iron, a little computer on the side. Which
so this is the code dot right here
for you guys.
This is the hacker tool.
Yeah, that was pretty satisfying. As I'd mentioned before, this is an ESP32S3 based device, and it's on Kickstarter. It's over $100,000 already, and if they hit $500,000, they're going to add NFC and RFID to this, which would make this thing absolutely crazy. So let's get directly into the hacking stuff, because I know that's what y'all came for. But make sure you stick around, because in a few minutes, I'm going to be showing off AI-controlled servos and LEDs and a bunch of really cool stuff. So first things first, let's hop directly into Wi-Fi spam. Now, what's cool about this Wi-Fi spam is it's not just like all the other ones where it spams a ton of access points. You know, this one drops its own captive portal, and if you log into it, it shows a special message. We'll see that now there's a code-free Wi-Fi. Let's connect to that, and then bam, it pulls up this website. I love this implementation of basically what's an evil portal. It's a really cool idea. I love that. Let's stop this. Whoops. Oh, cool, didn't break it. This thing's actually pretty well made for what it is. If we take a real close look at the case, it's really nice quality, it's sturdy, and considering it's an engineering sample, this thing's actually really good. It's got a really nice back to it. The quick connector right there makes it really easy to put on the little charger over there. I kind of like that feature as well.
Mm.
So let's keep moving and hop into Bluetooth scan. So Bluetooth scan does just that. It's going to go and scan all the Bluetooth devices that are around me. Let's see what we come up with. And it's found 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, it's found a lot of devices. There's tons of stuff in here. It's still picking up more stuff. I don't even know what all this stuff is. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's keep moving. Let's check out Bad USB. Bad USB is automatic code injection via USB. You plug a USB into your device and into a computer, and it will either automatically upload a code or it will upload a code that you tell it to. Let's plug this into USB and I'll show you what it does. We'll go ahead and grab our USB cable, plug that in, and then bam, it says armed. So if we hop on down to the top, I'm just going to load up Notepad. All we got to do is press the icon, just like you should press that like button, please. There we go. And it's running. Look at that. That's pretty cool. This will run any bad USB script you feed it. There are a ton of places out there to find a lot of automations that you can do through bad USB. It's a really great feature. Very, very useful. Editing Sasquatch here. So here's some inside information. Now, I can't confirm that this is true or not, but I was talking with the developers of CodeDot, and they said that it was possible for their AI to actually generate bad USB scripts on the fly. So you could basically just ask the CodeDot to run a bad USB script that did something like open a calculator, and it would just figure it out and do it. If this is the case, this product is ridiculously powerful. All right, so that's some of the, quote, hacking features that it has. And remember, if they add NFC and RFID, there'll be way more options in the future, which could be really cool. So let's hop out of here. Let me show you the stuff that I really, really have.
So basically, you can command it to do anything that you want it to do. Open up a calculator, open up a cell phone, open up anything, a computer, a laptop. This thing is very powerful. It's getting real crazy.
Fun doing. Right after this quick segue to today's sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all things PCB design, manufacture, 3D printing, CNC, sheet metal fabrication, and so much more. And don't forget, PCBWay is running their 8th annual project design contest. Creators from around the world are competing for the best electronic project, mechanical project, or AIoT project you got. Thank you so much to PCBWay for your continued support. You guys are absolutely awesome. All right, let's get back at it. Now, this device is really one of those, I came for the hacking, but I stayed for all the other cool stuff it does. So let's start plugging in different devices and showing you how that works. So let's go ahead and grab our simple prototype board. It's just a breadboard that plugs into the top. This is one of the things that, this is such a clever idea.
Now, boards are used on these devices to be able to do different things. You might got a board for like Wi-Fi or penetrating hacking, or you might got a board to like signals like key fobs and like the little, like when you go into like places and the little thing that raises up and let you get into the parking lot for them and stuff like that. So these boards is these little boards right here is what allows people to be able to do certain things as far as like hacking and stuff like that. So. And you can't just buy these anyway.
I don't know why Flipper Zero never made a plug-in breadboard. This thing is freaking brilliant. So if we go over here, we're going to load up Qt Assistant. This is something that I never, ever thought would be that cool. This is AI. And normally on a device like this, and I'm like, AI is stupid. There's no reason for this to have AI. There is a reason for this to have AI, and it's super freaking cool. And this is our Qt Assistant. It just hangs around and waits for instructions. So right now we've got the breadboard, and we have an LED with a resistor hooked up to GPIO1 up here. See? So let's do this. Flash LED on GPIO1 5 times. Cover that light up. There it is. It's flashing the GPIO1 LED 5 times just because we asked it to.
So remember when I told y'all about commands and malware and stuff on, like, you know, computers and ATMs? Just imagine somebody hooking this up to an ATM and commanding it to disperse all the money out to ATM. These things are powerful. It's getting real out here.
That's pretty cool, in my opinion. Turn on LED at GPIO1. And yeah, the screen just says the LED on GPIO pin 1 is now turned on. Let's try something else. Flash SOS on the LED at GPIO1. Okay, this one's a little bit more complicated, so it's thinking. All right, that is freaking cool. It figured out what the actual Morse code for SOS is, and it made it flash on GPIO1. It's such a cool thing to be able to do directly on the device, but we have more cool stuff to plug in here. So let's go over and grab this. Hard to unplug this. And here we have our stepper controller. This is going to be difficult. Man, it is super, super hard to hold this thing so you can see it, but I think this will work. And I did notice with the big servo, it helps to have the USB plugged in, I think. Maybe I'm just making that
And these
up.
are
We'll
all
find out.
different
So
type
let's
of
try
boards.
this. Rotate servo on GPIO 13 4 times, and rotate servo on GPIO 11 twice. And with just a little thinking, now it says, let's get those servos moving in sequence. That's so cool. For some reason, it defaults to keep this on, but we can get it to stop. Stop servo. Well, I'm an idiot. What's going on is that the servo is running directly into the microphone, so it has absolutely no idea what I'm saying. Stop servo on GPIO 13. Hey, there we go. That was fun. All right, and let's go over the last GPIO board, which is the camera. So this has a little camera board right there. It's very, very cool, very small. Plug it into the top facing away. One of the things you can do is actually take a picture with the camera and then run that through the AI system, which, you know, could be useful. And don't worry, I'm going to go over a bunch more of these apps in just a second. Oh, you can't see, but it's very oversaturated. Oh, yeah, it's working great right now. So it's not the best camera in the world, but let me see if I can turn down the brightness so you can see this. If I turn the exposure on my camera way, way down, you can see it works pretty good. And yeah, if I hold down this button for a second, it'll actually take a picture and save it to the SD card. Wait for it. Very, very
like
cool.
an old phone.
It's not the most high frame rate camera in the world, but it does work. Device like this. I know we had a Flipper Zero add-on camera, but this seems at least almost useful because. So let's pop this off and take a look at the rest of the features. All right, so here we are back at the main screen. It does have a Bluetooth Air Mouse and a slides remote and an app launcher, which will launch things on your computer. As you may know, if you've been a long-time watcher, the Bluetooth on my computer is completely borked and it does not work, so I can't show off any of those. Oh, well. And then we can let's go to games last, because there's actually some pretty cool stuff in there. We have a timer, and then here is GPT. So this is just the normal GPT that you can run in this. Click yes. And let's see what this GPT can do. Kick our exposure back down so we can see. What is a Flipper Zero? And after a couple seconds, it says Flipper Zero is a portable multi-tool device for hacking and something. It looks like it kind of ran out of space. The firmware is so new that there are some bugs here and there, but that's to be expected. This is an engineering sample. These things happen. So let's get out of here. Let's go through everything else that we have on here that's cool to show off. One of the great things about CodeDot is that it runs CodeOS. So you can make your own application. So instead of flashing the entire device to do a different application, you can just load it through CodeOS. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin Tracker app. Hey, here we are. It has Bitcoin price at $110,000. Man, I wish I didn't sell mine when I had it. Now, one thing I noticed, and this only really matters because of filming, is that the brightness levels on the apps don't necessarily match the desktop. So makes it a little harder for me to film. It actually looks fantastic in real life. It has a really nice screen. So let's test out Tilt Labyrinth. Let's see how this works. I'm going to have to drop the exposure again. Sorry, guys. Way down. Here we go. But you can see it's just a Tilt little Labyrinth game. Oh, you can't hit the red things. Oh, I understand now. Come on. Now, obviously, this works because there's a 9-axis sensor in here which knows exactly which direction we're tilting it. Come on. Too scared. There it is. Hey, I finished level 1. Show me. So that's CodeDot. This tiny little device is becoming one of my favorite little toys to play around with. Now, this little guy does run about $130, and if that sounds interesting to you, check him out on the Kickstarter link.
Now, this gadget right here does a lot of different things. And as we see, you got people using this as well with the Flipper Zero. And a lot of people use the Flipper Zero to do ghost tapping right here to get certain information. And we're going to be making some videos about ghost tapping in the Flipper Zero and what's going on. But yeah, man, it's a new hacker tool out. CodeDot. This little tool right here. Like I said, people use this.
We've just hit the 200.
You know what I'm saying? See? People use it as key fobs. People I don't know what happened. You heard? Power randomly went out. That's crazy. But yeah, back to it, man. Code dot. Why are we looking at him? New hacker tool out, man. So, like I said, it's just like the Flipper Zero. It's allowing people to ghost tap and hack a lot of different things. So, make sure you guys are looking out for this new tool, man, because people are using these tools to do a lot of different things when it comes to scams and fraud. Just like the Flipper Zero, the code dot can steal your debit and credit card information and not even be nowhere near you. All right, so it's getting real out here with these scams and these frauds. So make sure you guys get your Norton LifeLock to make sure monitor all your social media accounts and financial accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on. Make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience, so nobody can get anything in your name. Make sure you guys are locking your debit and credit cards and getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often, because we tap and swipe every day, all day, and order online. And every time we do, this information is being stored in some type of database. And it's always a database compromise, leak, or hack. And if that old information is on there, then it won't affect you because that information is no longer valid. All right. You didn't change your debit or credit card number. So make sure you guys are staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out here in this crazy world, because these hacker tools are everywhere, from skimmers to Flipper Zeros to code dots to Raspberry Pis. They're using them all day, every day, and people don't even know what's going on. So be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware out there in this crazy world. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, $250. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gyms, $3,500. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $1,000. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network and World. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on all my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, my TikToks, and Snapchat. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with these $100 load ups. All right, don't miss out on this right here. Payment. Once it's on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we'll go from there. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.